I didn't know Miss Dorothy, but I know her granddaughter. And she has instilled such prayer and passion and just a righteous spirit into Latonia as well. And thank you, Sister Linda, for bringing this forward. But I'm happy to see a woman going on a street sign. Because usually we're recognizing the men in the community, but the strength also comes from the women of the community. And like Councilor Govan said, I know a lot of her prayers were answered for people in our particular community that may have been wrongly accused. And just for her going to do that without being paid, I just learned that from City Councilor Latonia Monroe Naylor. I mean, that means a lot. Who really gives up every day of their time to do something like that? Ms. Dorothy did it. And so I support this street naming on behalf of my dear friend, Latonia and Linda. And that's all I have to say. But go women. It's our time.
Thank you, Councilor Whitfield. Any other councilors? Okay. Madam Clerk, seeing none, please call the roll on approval of the honorary street naming.
On approval, Councilor Curran?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Allen?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Govan? Councilor Govan? Away, Councilor Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Davila?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Whitfield?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Delgado?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Santinello?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Click Bruce?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor
If
Perez?
I'm,
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Govan?
yes, please.
Yes, Councilor Fenton?
Yes, more than sufficient. Street naming is approved. Congratulations. Okay, Madam Clerk, second item, please.
Item number 2 is traffic control agreement for Sumner Avenue.
Mr. Signoli.
Good evening, councilors. As you are aware, the X is under construction. Last year, at about this time, the city approved the traffic control agreement between the city of Springfield and MassDOT. As we have gone through construction over the last few months, there was a design change with regard to the intersection of Commonwealth Avenue and Belmont Street, or Belmont Ave, excuse me. In order to reduce impact to a few properties, this required some redesign and modification of the traffic control agreement. The traffic control agreement basically identifies street signs, lane arrangement, parking spaces, and everything that we agree upon in the traffic control agreement reverts to the city upon completion of the project. However, it has to capture everything. So this design change required them to resubmit the traffic control agreement for the council's approval.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Signoli. Any councilors? Councilor Davila?
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Chris, for explanation. Just some quick housekeeping questions. It says here in the agreement that SPD shall be the enforcement agency for traffic regulations. Does that mean that they are going to be the only one enforcing the roads?
As far as enforcement?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, it reverts to the city of Springfield for 100% enforcement.
Right.
Once we accept the project, and even right now, the city of Springfield and the city of Springfield police are responsible for monitoring the locations and issuing citations if necessary.
Right, so it's going to fall upon our guys to
Yes.
do the traffic
Yes.
enforcement. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and then I see a whole bunch of, is that stop signs?
Yes.
Churchill, Kenwood, Beeman, Sorrento.
Any sign that is being included in the project, whether it's a stop sign, yield, parking, no parking, every one of those was memorialized to ensure that as the city moves forward, if we decide to change something in the traffic control agreement, we must notify Mass DOT. So everyone that, they notify a stop sign where it's going to be located. So that's what memorializes the agreement and requires us to contact them if we want to make a change.
Now, Chris, are these permanent changes or these temporary changes?
These will be permanent at the completion of the project.
Okay. And now I do believe you and I were talking about the other day offline and during Christmas and the bright nights, there will be no construction happening, correct? Or
Correct.
minimal construction.
Correct.
happening.
Yes. They're
Okay.
very well aware of that.
Yeah, and so that we can put people at ease at home, what would that possibly look like? When we say minimal construction, what does that mean?
Yeah, minimal construction will be occurring. They're doing a lot of overnight work right now, and they're
Right.
probably going to continue that through a lot of this year. There will be day work, but completely out of the way with regard to bright nights.
But when we say minimal construction, can you give me just a little taste?
Yeah, they'll be working during the day. They'll be done by 3 o'clock and, working, whether it's working on a catch basin or a water line or something. But when I say minimal, there's
Right.
not going to be, 40 trucks out there during the day that have to get
Right.
out of there.
Well, Chris, I know that this project has been cooking for a little while. I remember while I was the president of the Forest Park Civic Association talking about this project, and we're going back, 7 years at this point or so?
2014.
So it's been going for a while, and as I said, this is a need, not a one project. The X is extremely dangerous. I believe it's one of the top 10 dangerous intersections in the state. I believe the state is giving us, $23 million?
$23 million.
$23 million for this project. And so there's going to be some growing pains, but at the end, it's going to be safer for everybody. Chris, thank you.
Thank you.
I know you stuck with this for a while. My compliments to you. You keep it up and you almost deserve a raise, but you're doing a good job, Chris.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor Davila. Any other questions on this traffic control agreement? Okay. Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
On approval, Counselor Curran?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Allen?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Govan?
Ye-
Yes, Counselor Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Davila?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Brown?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Whitfield?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Delgado?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Santinello?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Click Bruce?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Perez?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton?
Yes, more than sufficient. Traffic control agreement is approved. Councilors, it's not normally our process to go back and take up items that we've already passed, but it's come to my attention that there was a member of Ms. Dorothy Davis's family who'd like to address the council and speak and give remarks on her family member's behalf. So without any objections from the council, I think we should, at this time, offer them a chance to come up and speak. And we apologize for not hearing you before. I didn't realize that there was someone with prepared remarks. So, Chris, you can take a seat, and unless anybody objects, we invite the family to come forward and say a few words honoring Ms. Dorothy Davis.
Bring this forward a little bit for you. There you go.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you for bringing it to our attention. Thank you.
Yes. I'm co-pastor Linda Bowens, and of course, you know my niece. And we're grateful and we're thankful, and it was so good to hear what Zeta said and what my cousin Marlo said, because my mom had been on the battlefield for a long time. And she loved people. She had the compassion. She was approachable. They did a big write-up on her in April 2006, how she, the work she did and wasn't getting paid, and how the judges will want her to come in their courtroom because they had a heavy case or whatever took place. And so I asked my niece to stand with me today because she has a testimony of when we were praying and didn't know that something was going on with her. And the Lord had spoke to my mom and told her to pray for your granddaughter. So I want her to share that with you.
Thank you. Definitely on behalf of my family, we appreciate everything and all of the kind words and just the opportunity to say these things. So I stand before you not in my capacity as a city official, but in my capacity as leading lady of Dwelling Place Church and also as a member of the Washington Monroe family. My grandmother, Dorothy Davis, when I was 16 years old, she was praying. And I didn't know she was praying. She was a praying woman. She prayed all the time. And this particular day, December 23rd, she was praying because something was going to happen and we did not know what was going to happen. But at 7 o'clock that night, I was walking down the street with a friend and some guys jumped my friend, tried to rob him. A gun went off and I was shot in the chest. And I ended up at Bay State. And when I got to Bay State, she was standing out there on the platform praying. And she said, back then there weren't cell phones. I'm not gonna tell you how old I am, but I'm gonna tell you that. There weren't cell phones where we could text somebody and say, show up at the emergency room. She was there because she said the Lord sent her there. And the Lord said, all day he had her praying for me. And there was a reason why, and that she would go to the hospital and she would see. And they pulled me out in that stretcher. And I vaguely remember seeing her face because I was so drugged up from them doing whatever they were doing to try to keep me alive. But I remembered her coming to see me after, and she reminded me of the work that God had for me. And I thank God that I've never turned back from that day, December 23rd, 1996. I've always been focused on what is it that the Lord would have me to do. And in my capacity as a leader in the community, I've always thought about my grandmother and the values that she's put in me to be a woman that is fearless, but full of integrity, because that's what she was. And so I'm thankful for her. I'm thankful for the many prayers she had, not just for me, not just for my family, but for the community, for the folks in the courthouse, for all the hundreds of families that she fed weekly in food banks, just for everything, the people she clothed, the money she gave to people and never asked for it back, and never did she receive a penny for the work that she did in the community. So I thank God for her. She did God's work truly, and she's deserving of this honor. And I thank each and every one of you for voting in favor of this. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you very much again, Ms. Bowen and school committee member Monroe Naylor. Thank you very much for that testimony. Appreciate it. Okay, Madam Clerk, let's try to take items 3 through 7 together. These are all stop sign petitions.
3 is a stop sign for Fair Oak Road, Fenwick Street, Athol Street, Cherokee Drive, and Redland Street.
Okay, I think these speak for themselves. They're stop signs. Are there any questions for Mr. Signoli about any of these locations? Okay, seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
On approval, Councilor Kern? Yes, Councilor Allen? Yes, Councilor Govan?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Davila?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Whitfield?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Delgado?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Santinello?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Click Bruce?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Perez?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Fenton?
Yes, more than sufficient. Stop signs are approved. Item number 8, Madam Clerk.
Item 8 is for a crosswalk on Worthington Street.
Can you tell us a little bit about this one, Chris?
Good evening, councilors. As you may be aware, the old Fifth Alarm building is being transformed into housing. The property on the opposite side of Worthington Street is going to be used for parking. The developer who is doing the work there petitioned the city to install 2 crosswalks across Worthington Street that will be beacons, protected crosswalks for the people going back and forth. And anytime a private entity wants to install a crosswalk in the city, it's a requirement of the Traffic Commission and of the City Councilor for approval. We have reviewed it, and we are in support of this submission, this petition in front of the council.
Thank you, Mr. Signoli. Any questions or comments on the crosswalk? Seeing none, Councilor Brown.
Just a quick one. Chris, is this something raised like up in my area, or is it just lines put on there?
I believe they're going to be raised. I believe they're going to be raised. There's also going to be beacons and minor bump outs along the roadway for the traffic control.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor Brown. Councilor Perez.
Yes, thank you. Councilor Brown asked the question I was going to ask. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilor Perez. Okay, seeing no other councilors, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
On approval, Councilor Kern? Yes, Councilor Allen?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Govan?
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Walsh.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Davila.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Delgado.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Santinello.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Cliff Bruce.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Perez.
Yes.
Yes, Counselor Fenton.
Yes, more than sufficient. Petition is approved. Okay, let's try items 9 through 13, Madam Clerk.
Item 9 is, they're all Eversource, 9 being Alcici Street, Wilbraham Road, Reed Street, Delmore Street, Nantasket Street.
And that's it. Okay, Mr. Signoli.
Good evening, councilors. These are all petitions from Eversource Electric. On Allsay Street is the installation of a pole to act as a guy wire. There's an existing tree that needs to be removed, and so they need to install a new pole to act as a guy wire. On Wilbraham Road, at the intersection near Rutland Street, it is the installation of some 4-inch conduits to connect a pole to a manhole that is in Wilbraham Road. Reed Street is 4-inch conduits that are coming from private property to their manhole in the street. So it's going to be crossing about 12 to 15 feet of the city right-of-way to connect in. The Delmore Street petition is for the installation of a new pole to service a new home. And the last one is Eversource Electric on Nantasket Street. Nantasket Street, for those of you, that's the kind of backside off of Parker that goes to Lowe's, is the installation of a new pole for additional electrical service to homes and to the shopping center in that area.
Thank you, Mr. Signoli. Any questions regarding these Eversource petitions? Councilor Davila?
Thank you, Mr. President. Chris, more of a comment. I see here that on Alcici Street, as I'm reading to the paperwork, one of the conditions is, of course, that the road, it's basically left or put back the same place or better than what's found. In other words, the paving of the road, right? And so I know I've expressed to you before that I am not too thrilled. Sometimes I think Eversource does substandard work when it comes to repaving the patch that they worked on, and it's just awful. And so I bring that up as another way of reminding to please, let's make sure that they really, really do the right job, because I know there's an inspector. I'm not an inspector. But if you could please tell the inspectors to please make sure that the roads are nice and acceptable and not a big bump. Because, you know, we spend a lot of money, as you know better than us, and they get torn up and then we pave, and then before we know it's all patched up. So it's like chasing our own tail most of the times. But I think, personally, I think we could do a better job. Eversource can do a better job repaving those patches that they do. Any comments on that?
I'm with you 100% on that. We meet with Eversource 3, 4, 5 times a year that go over locations where we think are inadequate and for them to be replaced. And one of the locations we just did that is Sumner and Allen in front of the old Gus and Paul's area. So we're looking at that stuff very closely with them. And what we do is if we don't see something done correctly, we hold back approvals, permits until the other areas are complete. So if anybody does see anything that they're not happy with, please get it to me so I can get it to them. I'm sorry, Councilor, I can't. Yeah, there's no financial, we're not holding any money. However, what we do hold is that I hold back permits at certain times of the year, and I say until this area, and this area are fixed, I'm not giving you another permit. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Davila. Councilor Brown?
Thank you, Mr. President. I just had a quick question. Is Eversource here?
Well, I don't know. Is there a representative of Eversource present remotely or
Yes.
in person?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, because I
Looks like
just
Jason is here.
Thank you,
Correct.
thank you for being here, Jason. I just would just reiterate to Eversource that I know you guys do meet with the city a couple times before you bring these things before the council body. So I'm still glad that you guys do have someone present today. I just would always still reiterate the fact that you continue to have people here, and we do get every single piece of necessary information to the city council body so we can now tell the public. I know a lot of people are concerned about the rising prices that's going to hit us this winter. So I just want to make sure that we have a relationship with you guys and we can get the information to us and to our constituents. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Mr. President.
Of course, sir.
Thank you, Councilor Brown. Any other, Councilor Whitfield?
Thank you, Mr. President. I do want to echo what Councilor Brown said about the rising costs in the winter. I think that, Jason, I don't know if you have this information, but there are some information sessions that's going to happen this month. And if we could get that information to get it out to the community, that would be very helpful. I was at an event on Friday, and there was an Eversource representative there that told us about the event, but I haven't heard it from anyone from Eversource, so I'm not sure how we get that information.
Yeah, I can reach out to somebody from community relations to try to get that information out to the community. I, however, do not have that information. I work in the engineering department, so I'm not privy to that, or I don't go looking for that information.
All right, Jason, understood, but that's past the message. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Whitfield. Any other councilors on the petitions for Eversource? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
On approval, Councilor Kern.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Allen. Yes. Yes, Councilor Govan.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Walsh.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Davila.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Delgado.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Santinello.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Click Bruce.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Perez.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Fenton.
Yes, more insufficient. Petitions are approved. Okay, Madam Clerk, let's try items 14 and 15 together.
14 and 15 are Crown Castle and Comcast on Liberty Street and Brookdale Drive.
Mr. Signoli?
Good evening, councilors. The application petition for Crown Castle is for the installation of one 4-inch conduit, about 70 feet of it, at the intersection of Liberty and Armory Street. And really, that's the rotary between Liberty and Armory, and it's kind of in the area in front of McDonald's on that side. The application for Comcast is for connection from an existing building to their existing vault that is in the street. So essentially they will be crossing the street at a 90-degree angle for one 4-inch conduit. And both for Crown Castle and for Comcast, it is for the installation of conduit with fiber optic lines for those facilities.
Any questions from the council for these petitions? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
On approval, Councilor Kern.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Allen.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Walsh. Yes, Councilor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Davila.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Brown.
Yeah.
Yes, Councilor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Delgado.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Santinello.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Click Bruce.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Perez.
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Fenton.
Yes, more insufficient. Petitions are approved.
Did I get skipped or I missed?
Councilor Govan, I'm sorry. Yes.
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 Okay, Madam Clerk, please call items 16 through 42.
Items 16 through 42 are GoNet Speed items that have been continued and went to committee. They were in committee with Councilor Delgado today.
Thank you very much. Mr. Signoli.
Good evening, councilors. Councilor Fenton would like me to read in detail every one of these applications. Just to give everybody some background who was not able to attend previous meetings, most of these applications have been in front of the council since June and have been tabled 3 times. We have had 3 different subcommittee meetings, with the latest one being today. GoNet Speed is making applications to the Board of Public Works and now to the City Council for installation of underground conduit systems. They are in the process of installing fiber for residential activity inside of the city. Excuse me. And as they move throughout the city, they will be needing to install various underground connections. And most of their applications are, I'm just looking, 276, 294, 149 feet, 700 feet, 200 feet, basically to connect locations where they cannot put in overhead lines. The applications that are in front of you are for, I'm going to say, mostly Boston Road, 16 acres area of the city. GoNet Speed is in the process of installing overhead fiber optic in the city. And right now in Indian Orchard, we do have active people using GoNet Speed for their fiber, and will be throughout the rest of this year and next year having other sections of the city active for people to be able to tie in for fiber services for their homes for internet, as well as obviously if they want to use Comcast. The applications before you from a DPW perspective are no big thing. There is nothing in here that raises an eyebrow with me. The only item, a couple items that I would like to say is we will be working with GoNet Speed on the size of these conduits. In certain locations, we will be asking for larger size conduits, as we have the right to install certain fiber in them if we so need. And they will be installing fiber throughout the entire city of Springfield over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And they've presented mapping to the city council of how they plan on doing that in their commitment to the city. So my first step at this point would be to ask for, and we had a meeting today, which I think everybody was happy with, but I would ask for the council to approve all of these petitions this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Signoli. Councilor Delgado.
Thank you, Mr. President. I don't necessarily have a question, but just wanted to say that when GoNet Speed first came in here, we usually vote on conduit, usually for utilities and things like that. We usually vote them, other than Eversource recently. And what I want to say is that when they came, and I understood what they were coming for, especially with all the work that we've done on the working group on digital equity, I did push back. And I want to say that since then, we have gone back and forth over the last 3 meetings. I didn't get everything that I want, but in government and in most, you got to negotiate, you got to come to a middle ground. And I want to credit GoNet Speed for coming to the table and speaking to us, because they didn't have to. They could have kept trying. But I also want to credit you, my colleagues, who stuck with me on this, because at the beginning, I think most folks didn't realize what was going on. But I do want to highlight some things that when this first started, GoNet Speed was talking about doing a couple of neighborhoods in the city. And my biggest fear was that neighborhoods would get left out. But they've come to the table and said, they've verbally said that they're going to build out the whole city. They also came to us and said initially they were going to do $50 million, and that investment has almost doubled. They've also talked about some community benefits. For example, things like digital literacy classes, which is something that's important that came out of our digital equity report. And what Chris just mentioned about the conduit size, which I credit President Fenton for bringing it up, but that will allow us to, if we need to get into those conduit in future or other providers, it would provide us this space and nobody will get locked out. So with that, I will say this again, like I said last time, I'm cautiously optimistic, but I do intend on supporting this, and I just want to credit everybody for their work and coming together. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilor Delgado. Councilor Whitfield.
Thank you, Mr. President. I first want to thank Chris for being here today. He wasn't here at the last meeting, so we got more information in the subcommittee meeting that we got in the past. And I want to thank Councilor Delgado for his leadership with the digital equity group and getting a lot of what we asked for. But I want to credit this whole council because at several meetings, we all said something that we wanted to see from GoNet, and a lot of it, like Councilor Delgado is saying, we are getting, and this is us working together, pushing the issue. And Councilor Fenton, for you and your smart wit, knowing the conduit size that I would have never known. Thank you for that, because we got exactly in this proposal what you asked for, and that was double the size of a normal conduit, or the proposed conduit, to 3 inches. I didn't know what that mean. I just learned today what conduits actually do. So thank you, Chris and GoNet, for that. But I also want to just thank GoNet for coming to the table. They did give us an actual timeline, and it is not set in stone, but they did want to give themselves a buffer on getting the work done. But like they said, there are some things that could prevent it from happening at the exact timeline, like coming to city council 3 times for conduits. But they did at least give us a map on each area of the city that they will be servicing. They also have stipulations in there for low-income households where they can get discounts. I know that was something that I was pushing for specifically. And so they do have programs that will allow low-income families to get fiber at lower rates. They did offer us some laptops that we declined, but we're gonna go back to the table on those because we shouldn't turn away free stuff. And there's always a need for more. They also are, along with the digital literacy classes, will be participating and sponsoring events. They really want this to be a partnership with the city of Springfield. I heard that a lot in the subcommittee meeting. So I'm just very excited to move this forward. It takes the dialogue, it takes us coming forward. We don't want to go past 120 days with getting this passed for the process to start all over. But I just really appreciate all the work from all of my colleagues, along with the city of Springfield and GoNet. That's how we work together to get stuff done. So thank you very much to all of us on the team.
Thank you, Councilor Whitfield. Any other councilors? Councilor Allen?
Thanks, Mr. President. A few weeks ago, we were talking about this, and I was as confused as anybody. I spent a little time trying to learn more about it, talk to Jose, talk to Mike, and we've come a long ways in the 2 or 3 weeks since then. And I appreciate the efforts of the GoNet Speed team to meet some of the requirements that people had put out there. Kudos to Jose. This has been a confusing project and not something you could grab onto right away, at least for speaking for myself. And to be able to sit here tonight and vote for it, or be prepared to vote for it, is a good feeling. I appreciate the support of Jose and Council President Fenton and what they did to make this a lot clearer and a lot better than it sounded a few weeks back. So, and thank you to the GoNet for working with us. I mean, it's a great opportunity for all of us. And let's hope we make it work for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Allen. Councilor Santinello?
Yeah, I just want to echo what Tim just said. I want to commend Councilor Delgado, and I want to commend you, Mr. President. This has not been an easy process, but we got cooperation, and I'm prepared to vote for it.
Thank you, Councilor Santinello. Councilor Perez?
Yes, I just want to say and echo what my colleagues were saying. I think working as a team, I was one of the voices that was advocating because some of the neighborhood was left out from the map. And seeing the addendum that they have made to the document at this point and making it public that they acknowledge that some neighborhood was left out, I am ready to vote tonight. I think that working together like we did as a team, I want to thank Councilor Delgado for taking this leadership. But I think working as a team make us be tonight where we are, that we are ready to vote on this project. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor Perez. Councilor Govan.
Thank you, Mr. President. I echo the sentiments of my colleagues. I'm glad that we have come to this point where we're going to be able to vote on this positively. Since the last meeting that we had, I actually have GoNet Speed now out here in Indian Orchard, and I'm very pleased with it, and I'm excited that the whole city is going to be able to benefit from it. And I thank GoNet Speed for coming to the table because they didn't have to. They could have just put it where they wanted to put it, where they had access already and didn't need any special permits, but they did come to the table and they were able to negotiate and work with us. So I'm really excited about that. I'm hoping that since it is available in Indian Orchard for a large part of it, that they'll be out to our food truck festival this weekend and tell people about Go Next Speed now that they have another option instead of Xfinity, because Xfinity just keeps increasing their prices, and now we have a little bit of competition. So I'm excited about that. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor Govan. Councilor Brown.
Thank you, Mr. President. I definitely want to thank GoNet Speed for coming to the table and for speaking to the body. I just still, my thing is just remembering what happened with MGM when they verbally gave us a verbal commitment as far as putting that high rise up in the city. I'm disappointed in the fact that it couldn't be more than just a verbal commitment. I just, as far as and just as far as past situations with different entities, I just really I have a little bit of just knowing for profit, coming from a marketing background, a for-profit entity coming to meet with me, and then just telling me they're going to do something without putting something binding into place. That's still, to me, I just still find that something that I just really won't support. It was great that they did come. It was great that they did, said that they promised that they will provide services and do what they said they were going to do. But there were a lot of entities that came and promised things to the city, and they didn't do it. So I won't be supporting it. I do appreciate the service. It probably will pass, but I'm just a little disappointed in the fact that they couldn't make more of a binding commitment in writing or something. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor Brown. Councilor Davila.
Thank you, Mr. President. Chris, well, first of all, I am glad to see that some good has come out of this since our last meeting. And this has been an ongoing effort and discussion for several months. As other councils pointed out, this is a 50 million plus. Actually, if I recall correctly, last time they said that they have already invested 52 millions in total, I believe. And I just heard today that it's going to double. That's great news. And it appears there's some of the good stuff here, such as the convenient benefits, low-income households, and apparently a verbal commitment to do a build-out throughout the city. Is that correct with the verbal commitment?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And so, Chris, I appreciate your work you do, my good friend. You know that. I know you have a tough position, but I do have a responsibility, Chris, to ask the questions. And how, in the name of God, are we going to just accept a verbal commitment in a 50 million plus investment?
Because legally, we cannot do anything in writing.
Could you elaborate for that? Because please.
The fiber industry is not regulated. Their applications in front of us are to install conduits in the ground. We, as a DPW IT department, mayor's office, and city council, have sat down and negotiated with them things that we want to see the city, but we do not have any authority in this instance to sign a contract or get into any sort of written contract with an entity that does not need a formal written contract with the city of Springfield.
Let's say the last part again. We don't have the authority to do what?
We don't have the authority. There is no contract between us and them for citywide service. So therefore, there is no mechanism that allows us to enter into an agreement other than something that is verbal.
Can we do an MOU?
It wouldn't be legal.
Understanding?
Unless Councilor Shea tells me otherwise, that wouldn't be legal.
Since you brought it up, Chris.
Yep.
It's a great point.
So what's the question?
Good afternoon, Attorney. The question is, I'm talking about just having a verbal agreement with GoNet, although I appreciate their willingness to invest in the city. I'm a little leery about just doing a verbal agreement. So I'm asking about the legality and why we don't enter into some sort of a contract, which Chris just gave an explanation. And so the succinct question is, can we do an MOU with them, a memorandum of understanding? Because we're talking about $50 million plus here, investment.
So there is no requirement for the city for this, okay? And the federal law, which controls this, requires equal access for all of these types of companies to have access to put fiber within a city. And I'll point out to the council here tonight one very important aspect of this entire vote, and that is that in tonight's vote, from item 14, mind you, down to item 41, they all involve the installation of fiber. Item number 14 and number 15 are competitors of GoNet Speed. And Crown Castle, you approved without any requirements, without any baggage, you approved it. And in item 15, Comcast installed fiber, and you improved that without any requirements or contingencies or contracts. And item 16 to 41 is a company in the same business, in the same field, competitors doing the same thing, and you are not allowed to put other restrictions or requirements on one company over another. They all have to be treated fairly. And therefore, there is no way that you could make this company sign contracts when the others did not sign them, don't have to, neither does this company. So I hope that answers your question, and I hope the council realizes that all the companies that come before you have got to be treated equally. Yep. And you've just treated Crown Castle and Comcast, who are doing nothing but putting fiber in. And now you've got this company doing items 16 to 41, putting fiber in. They need to be treated the same way. Okay, does that answer the question?
It does, Attorney Shea. Thank you for the explanation, Mr. President. The attorney brings some great points, but I do think the difference here, sir, is that since I've been sitting here in this chair, I don't recall Comcast coming in and telling us we're going to do $50 million plus investment at once. Unless I'm developing amnesia. So I am going to do my due diligence and ask the obvious questions. Now, they gave us an explanation, which I was not aware of, and I'm sure the people at home were not aware neither. And so, but I do have to say, even though I heard the explanation, and it makes sense to me, I'm still a little leery because if I recall correctly, during the one of the meetings that we had, one of the many meetings that we had on this, they did make a commitment. Then in a subsequent meeting, they were saying, we're going to look at the feasibility of building out throughout the city. Well, those are two different answers, Mr. President. One answer is like we will, the other one, as I took it, is we'll see if it's financially convenient or not, which I get, because I don't expect GoNet to lose money. And I do have to say that to me, this is I'm a little torn on this because we do need the fiber optic. But I also feel that we are kind of being, I don't want to use exactly the word pigeonholed, but we are giving all the option. And that's making me a little bit uncomfortable in this scenario. Another thing is that, Chris, I gotten some pushback from the constituents with regards to going to the tree belts, which I know we discussed a little bit before. And I think some parts are going to go through the light poles, and they're going to have to rent out the place or the space at the light poles. Other parts, they were going to go to the tree bells. I'm not exactly how many inches. So can you speak to that a little bit?
Yes, they're going to be installing their fiber. All of the utilities in the roadway have offset requirements, meaning utility X can't be within X amount of feet of utility Y. So GoNet Speed has reviewed all the plans and what is in the street in that area. So they are connecting into the most convenient location and shortest distance to get from point A to point B. In a lot of these cases, they're staying out of the roadway, which is better for me, and working within the tree belt. The tree belt is city property.
Yep.
It is not private property. It is city property. And to me, that makes me happier because I'm dealing with less impacts to the roadway. And, as, Attorney Shea said, 3 or 4 of the applications that we approved tonight are in the tree belt. And I have never heard a comment from anybody in the city other than when the tree belt wasn't restored properly. People are more concerned about the roadway, but no red flags come up for me with the proposed construction process that they're proposing and the location.
And Chris, again, that's a fair comparison. Very savvy as two of you, very good comparison. But again, it seems to me that it's going to be a big project. Again, we keep saying all the companies. I don't know. I feel that. We're going to be doing a lot of work here. Even though I understand what the goal is and I understand the economic impact, I have to listen to my constituents, and they're not happy with the tree belt. I'm also still skeptical. As Councilor Brown had said a little while ago, we get promised things and we don't get it. I'm uncomfortable with this. And Councilor Delgado a while back brought about the possibility of doing some sort of RFPs, if I recall correctly, which I think it's honestly a good thing. And so the city should, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, really come up with a comprehensive plan, because I feel like we are being told this or nothing. And I have to listen to my constituents. With that being said, thank you, Chris, I will be voting against this, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Davila. Councilor Curran.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a couple comments. Maybe this might change your mind, Councilor Davila. The reason why I put the motion last meeting to continue this was to get something in writing. And we could get an MOU in writing. I would have to disagree with Attorney Shea on that. You could have an MOU that's non-binding between the city and GoNet Speed. We don't have that before us, but we do have this letter, and this letter of intent to Solicitor Bonacani basically is written, memorialized, that GoNet Speed is intending to build citywide. So essentially, I think the last 2 weeks have been used constructively. We have this map in front of us that kind of puts a graphic to GoNet Speed's intentions. So I'm pretty satisfied that their intention is to build citywide. And so I kind of concur with my colleague, Councilor Whitfield, that although we don't have a signed MOU, this letter with the map, I think that's as close as we're going to get. It's not a contract, but an MOU wouldn't be a binding contract either. So I'm confident that this will give our residents across the city another option for internet services. And so I will be supporting this.
Thank you, Councilor Kern. Councilor Walsh.
Thank you, Mr. President. You know, I think a lot of people listening to the testimony have worked well together. I think people are acting in good faith, and I am prepared to support it. I don't want to support anything that we're going to do that's going to break the law and cause a lawsuit. So let's all vote on this and vote for it tonight, because people are waiting for this service. Let's get it done.
Thank you, Councilor Walsh. Councilor Edwards.
Actually, my question is similar to what the statement was just made, and it would be directed to Attorney Shea. If, in fact, we did not pass this, what would prohibit this company from going into federal court or district court and filing a lawsuit that they would probably win? I've heard many times or explained to people that you can come to the city or the council with a good idea. The law department will get a chance to vet whether it's legal. And this seems like one of those situations where whether it's a good ideal or not, it cannot violate federal law. And as we know, as a council and a body who does make laws, we can't make laws that violate or run counter to state law. So I believe from the explanation, but Ken, am I accurate in that if this was to fail, GoNet could just simply go to court and sue the city of Springfield and get what they were asking for us to approve tonight?
It's the type of question no attorney wants to stand up here and give an answer. It's sort of like the president saying, someone asked the president, are you going to attack X country? And he says, well, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. So okay. I would say that I think the unwritten word that's going through your head is probably accurate, Councilor.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilor Edwards. Councilor Whitfield.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's just a couple of things that I wanted to clarify, and one of them is the amount is now 90 million, so they could build out the full city. I kept hearing the 50 million initial plan. We came to the table and we negotiated for the full build out of the city, and they did agree. They put together this nice demographic with the timeline. They went through a lot of effort on something they really didn't have to do because we didn't ask for it from Crown. We don't ask for it from Verizon. We don't ask for it from Eversource. We don't ask for it from all these other agencies that come before us to install conduits. And so, but they put in the effort, and then their whole team, almost their whole team came. Stand up, team. Stand up. Come on. Come on. All right. Yeah. Thank you. And then the other half of the team was on Zoom. And a lot of the questions that's being asked right now or being discussed right now was discussed in the subcommittee meeting, like as far as putting a contract in place. I even didn't know what a conduit was, and they took the time to explain it to me. And so I just wanted to say that we would be doing them and ourselves a disservice because they did take the time to do this when others never are asked to do it. So this will be my last comment. I'm in favor of it. I hope our team does the right thing and pass. What is this? What are we passing?
We're passing, well, what's before us is items 16 through 42.
And passing items 16 through 42. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor Whitfield. Any other councilors? Councilor Brown.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just had a question for Attorney Shea.
Yes, Councilor.
Yeah, because I kind of, with Councilor Curran says, I know as far as us requiring it, it's something that we couldn't do as a body. But if I was an entity and I wanted to write it and submit it in just good faith, that's something that entity couldn't do.
I guess I'm not understanding. There's some memorandums of understanding that are in existence, I think, where they've put forth what they intend to do. Does that answer
Yeah,
your question?
yeah, because I do know, them there is other things that they could actually submit. They wouldn't have to be required to do it. But I would just say in good faith, if they did it, it would just make me um a lot more a lot more at ease as far as understanding this is a new entity. Sometimes with these other entities, what happens is they've already been established. These were things that you really probably couldn't control anyways,
Well,
so
what I would tell you is that the corporation gave us a letter today at the meeting, and you weren't there, so you don't have a copy, but you can get a copy that came from the company,
and I
and it
understand it's that
outlines
in the words
their
in the
intentions and
in
what
the
they
word
plan to do.
in the words in that actual outline, words are very important. We do know that. So if I say I intend to give you $1 million next year, and then a year come around, I say, hey, I can't get it to you. That word is still, not it's not a generous word as far as how it's worded. The so it really isn't even to me a strong enough statement. I know that they don't have to do it. And that's just kind of my concern is them just really living up to what they're going to say.
Well, they have
Which
submitted plans to the city, they've submitted plans to DPW, and they're executing those plans. So I would say that the combination of the plans in writing submitted and the actions of the corporation up to this point, where they've already invested a lot of money, would speak for the fact that they're going to carry through. Otherwise, all the money they've spent now would be wasted if they didn't complete the job. So I don't see that happening.
well, MGM spent a lot of money also. I mean, I'm just remembering different entities that promised us stuff, and we didn't. It was nothing. Once they got this stuff, it was nothing we can do about it. So that's just kind of like where I kind of am kind of wary. But thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor Brown. Councilor Govan?
Mr. President, I move the question, please.
Okay, there's a motion to move the question. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, that'll cease debate. 2/3 majority is required to pass the motion to move the question. If it passes, then we'll proceed without further discussion to a vote on the matter. Madam Clerk, please call the roll on the motion to call the question.
On the motion to call the question, Councillor Curran.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Allen.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Govan.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Walsh.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Davila.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Brown.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Delgado.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Santinello.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Click Bruce.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Perez. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Fenton.
Yes, more than sufficient. Motion to call the question passes. Madam Clerk, please call the roll on approval of items 16 through 42.
On approval of the petitions, Councillor Curran.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Allen.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Govan.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Walsh.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Edwards.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Davila.
No.
No, Councillor Brown.
No.
No, Councillor Whitfield.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Delgado.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Santinello.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Click Bruce.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Perez.
Yes.
Yes, Councillor Fenton.
Yes, more than sufficient. Petitions 16 through 42 are approved.
Thank you,
Okay.
councilors.
Thank you, Mr. Signoli. Okay, next item, Madam Clerk, let's take 43 and 44 together. A pickleball and 2 hole punches, I think, is below our threshold, so we're going to do those together.
Mr. President, before we vote, I'd like to talk about pickleball. Councilor LeVar Click-Bruce and Councilor LeVar Click-Bruce and myself were at the opening of the pickleball courts in 16 acres last week, and I have never seen so many enthusiastic people at the opening of a park. And as soon as we cut the ribbon, there were about 25 people already on the court. So I'm happy that there's going to be some pickleball equipment for everybody in the city. They said it's the fastest growing sport in the country.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilor Walsh. Okay, Madam Clerk, items 43 and 44, please.
They're both donations to Elder Affairs, pickleball, and boxes of hole punch.
Okay, please call the roll, Madam Clerk.
On acceptance, Councilor Curran?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Allen? Yes, Councilor Govan?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Walsh? Yes, Councilor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Davila?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Whitfield?
Yes?
Yes, Councilor Delgado?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Santinello?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Click Bruce?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Perez?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Fenton?
Yes, more than sufficient. Donations are approved. Item number 45, Madam Clerk.
45 is an order authorizing the transfer of North Side Fernald Street.
Good evening. To turn your microphone on, please. It's a little human icon in the.
There we go. Sorry about that. Good evening, councilors. I'm Wilson Darbin with the Office of Planning and Economic Development, and tonight I'm presenting to you authorization for the property transfer of NS Fernald Street from the city to Lilly Enterprises. NS Fernald Street is a currently vacant 2/3 of an acre property in the Pine Point neighborhood zoned for Residence A on a paper street. The property abuts other Lilly Enterprise parcels, including the base of operations for Stephen A. Roberts Landscaping. It's a longtime Springfield business. They'll be using the property for landscape equipment and supply storage, similar to the uses they have of the other parcels they have abutting the property. Upon the disposition, the Lilly Enterprises will be required to rezone the parcel to Business A.
Thank you very much. Any questions or comments from the council on the transfer? Seeing none. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
On approval, Councilor Curran?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Allen?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Govan?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Davila?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Whitfield?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Delgado?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Santinello?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Click Bruce?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Perez?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Fenton?
Yes, more than sufficient. Order is approved. Items, let's call 46 and 47 together, Madam Clerk, please.
46 and 47 are amending ordinances, Chapter 275, Article 4, and 245, Article 2.
Councilors, the Law Department has asked that we continue this to the next meeting. Is there such a motion?
So moved.
Motion made by Councilor Edwards, seconded by Councilor Whitfield. Seeing no discussion, Madam Clerk, please call the roll on continuing this matter to our next regular meeting. These two matters, 46 and 47.
On continuing the items, Councilor Curran?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Allen? Yes, Councilor Govan?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Walsh? Yes, Councilor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Davila?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Whitfield?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Delgado?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Santinello?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Click Bruce?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Perez?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Fenton?
Yes, more than sufficient. Items 46 and 47 are continued to our next meeting. Item number 48, Madam Clerk.
Item 48 is a resolution demanding the Massachusetts Legislature amend Mass General Law, Chapter 94C, subsection 32J, to restore controlled substance proximity protections for schools, parks, and playgrounds in Springfield.
Okay, Councilor Click Bruce.
Mr. President.
Councilor.
No, go ahead.
Or Councilor Santinello, whoever.
Councilor Cliff Bruce.
Yeah, I was going to request that we keep this in committee for further review and dialogue. I've heard from a few councilors regarding it, and we want to comb through this and make it right for our residents here in the city of Springfield. So I'm asking that my colleagues keep this in committee with us to discuss it and see what makes sense for us. Also, I just want to report back. Last week, we had a meeting or a press conference announcing that the city of Springfield, along with Health and Human Services, will be hiring someone to actually start and overseeing the cleaning up of our park. So we're happy to announce that, and that's part of that was the biggest issue that we were having. So I'm happy that the administration stepped up and they got seed money from Health and Human Services, Helen Cotton Harris, and her staff in doing that. So that's my ask for tonight, and I'm not sure if my colleague wants to speak on it.
Okay, that's a motion to committee. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilor Allen. Councilor Santinella, did you want to add anything to that?
No, let's leave it in committee and study it. That's proper.
Okay. Motion made by Councilor Quick Bruce, seconded by Councilor Allen to send this matter to committee. This matter will be referred to the Public Safety Committee. Is that who's been meeting on it, Councilor Quick Bruce?
Public safety and health.
Okay, so jointly Public Safety and Health and Human Services. Okay, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
On the motion to committee, Councilor Kern?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Allen?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Govan?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Walsh? Yes, Councilor Edwards?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Davila?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Brown?
Recuse.
Recuse, Councilor Whitfield?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Delgado?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Santinello?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Click Bruce?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor Perez? Yes, Councilor Fenton?
Yes, more than sufficient. Item is referred to the Public Safety and Health and Human Services Committees. Any more business, Madam Clerk?
There is not.
Okay, councilors, we are adjourned until October 20th. That is our hearings meeting. Look forward to seeing you all then. Thank you and good night. Meeting adjourned.